Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for giving me a few minutes of your time. In today's video, we are going to be doing a movie review. I know I haven't done one in a little while, and I haven't really been making too many actual videos. Apologize for that. I'm going to do my best to be a bit more regular on the uploading, but if you guys watched the previous video, you'll understand why I'm not uploading as much as I used to. So a few days ago I did a poll on Twitter and YouTube to see which movie review I should do. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City or Ghostbusters. Unfortunately, I don't have a Ghostbuster gun. I only have my Fallout 4 plasma rifle. It does the same trick, right? So Ghostbusters got the most votes, so I'm going to be doing movie reviews of the Resident Evil franchise as well coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that. So I figured I might as well start with the worst of the Resident Evil movies, Raccoon City. So my thoughts on the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. So I'm going to explain to you guys how I usually do my movie reviews. So I usually watch the movie twice. Usually. Some movies I don't need to do it, but movies like Ghostbusters, because it's such a divisive type of movie, I have to watch it twice. So the first time I watched it was a few years ago when it first came out, and yeah, it was terrible. It was so woke, it was so this, so that. You know, cue all the key phrases of, your traditional right-wingers. So I'm not a right-winger, and I for sure as hell am not a leftist. I am more of a centrist, so which is why I watch the movies a second time. So when I watch the movie a second time, I watch it without any of my preconceptions, and I just watch it for the acting, the story, if there's any messages, the visuals, and things like this, traditional movie review ways. So that being said, let's dive right into it, shall we? No. Alright, lock and load. It's already locked and loaded. Are you ready? Was Ghostbusters 2016 a good movie? Well, let's see what Rotten Tomatoes has to say. So Rotten Tomatoes has a critic review of 73% compared to the audience score, which is about a 46%. Now, where do I feel the movie lands in more? I would honestly give the movie a 55 to a 60. So now, why do I give it that review? So I'm going to address the biggest thing first. A lot of people consider the movie to be bad because it was woke and all that stuff. I absolutely hate most of all this woke stuff. Some stuff has whatever, and others, kids don't belong in bars. We'll just leave it at that. So many people, the way they review things, whether if it's woke or not, is they take into consideration gender role reversals and race reversals. Don't worry guys, eventually I'm going to talk about the movie. Right, so a lot of people considered Ghostbusters 2016 to be a woke disaster because it was a gender swap movie, and that equals woke. No, I don't see it as woke. Now, if we look at the original 1984 trilogy of movies, all the cast members of the Ghostbusters were what? Men. They had a black guy in the movie, just like in the new movie. So it's not a sequel of the movie, it's a remake of the Ghostbusters. So all you really have to think about, disconnect yourself from your feelings and just think about why the movie is being made. So in the universe that the female Ghostbusters are in, the Ghostbusters obviously do not exist. So they're filling in a role that is needed because, hey, there are ghosts, they need to be busted, so who are you gonna call? The Ghostbusters. Now, it just so happens that it was a bunch of women that volunteered to fill in that role. So, no, I reject that as a movie is bad because it's woke, because it's been replaced by men. So, forget about that stuff. And once you forget about that stuff, you can watch the movie objectively and actually enjoy it. Because when I first watched the movie, I hated it. I remember hearing all the things that, I'm not going to mention the channel names, but I remember hearing all the reasons why it was a woke disaster and why the movie was bad, because it was all the woke reasons. And those reverberated in my head, and I just kept looking for those things, and I was like, oh my God, he's right. Oh my God, they're right. This is a woke disaster movie. Such terribleness. So when I rewatched the movie a couple of weeks ago, because if you want to watch the movie on Netflix, now is the time to do it, because it is going to be pulled out, if I'm not mistaken, either the 25th of June or the 30th of June. I think it's actually the 25th. So after you watch my movie review, I very much recommend you rewatch it, keeping in mind the things that I said in this video, and you will realize once you disconnect yourself from this stuff, right versus left, left versus right, you can enjoy this movie. I very much enjoyed it. So, other things that people pointed to was the character that Chris Hemsworth played. I very much like Chris Hemsworth. He's a legitimately funny and entertaining person, not just actor-wise, but he is a very funny and entertaining guy.
I love the green paper. Thank you.
Hey, I'm here about the receptionist job.
Hi.
Hey.
Is this a big old robot?
What?
The receptionist job that was in the paper I was here about.
You're hired.
So a lot of people didn't like his role because he was in effeminate type of character, which I didn't see him as effeminate, but the biggest problem they had with him was that he played a male bimbo, what we call a mimbo.
That in mind.
Would it be okay if I bring my cat to work sometimes? He has major anxiety problems.
You know what? I would love to let your cat live here with you, but I have a pretty severe cat allergy.
Oh, I don't have a cat. He's a dog. His name's my cat.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, he played a mimbo. For damn sure. The Ghostbusters objectified him, well, at least Kristen Wiig and Kate McKinnon. They both very much objectified him, as well as Leslie. McCarthy, I don't think she did. Well, McCarthy objectified him at first until he started speaking, and then afterwards she just wrote him off. Whereas Wiig constantly sexually harassed the guy, as the woke would like to say today, because I need whatever.
You know, are you seeing anyone right now?
I'm seeing all three of you in front of me.
So yes, he did play a mimbo type of character.
Don't listen.
I won't.
Oh, he covered his eyes. Guys, look, as much as I would like to have him here to look at,
And a lot of people saw it as a revenge character for all the bimbos that were in the movies. So the thing with Mimbos and Bimbos, they're very particular type of characters. So if you have a Mimbo or a Bimbo that is just there to be objectified and nothing else to contribute to the movie and no other strengths apart from being bimbos, yeah, that's a pretty bad look for any movie. But if you pay attention to the Chris Hemsworth character, as bad as he is, as cringy as he still has the Ghostbusters eating out of the palm of his hand. They're all enthralled with him, and they wouldn't have been able to make the movie without that character. You can remove that from the equation as well. So get rid of those two things, the gender replacement and the Mimbo for the Bimbo, and start watching the movie objectively. So now, regarding the movie, I liked it a lot more than I did the first time I watched the Ghostbusters 2016 movie. Visually, the effects and everything, as cheesy as some of them are, like the Boogie Woogie guy at the end and some other characters, as cheesy as they looked, all the effects in the movie were amazingly well done. I don't know why the movie was only released on Netflix in HD. It should have been in 4K to take more advantage of the visual. So visually, I give the movie a solid 8 out of 10. The only reason why I'm not giving it a higher score is because some of them looked cheesy. Slimer and all the other ones looked great. The first ghost that we see in the movie, the historical one, I forget what her name is, but she looked freaking fantastic and was well done. Slimer, you gotta love the guy. The story was Ghostbusters. It's garbage. Come on, you can't expect a beautiful mind. So the story is what it is. The story, I give it a 5 out of 10. But that is normal for this type of movie. Now, the acting for me is where the movie lost a lot of the points. So let's start with Kristen Wiig. Full disclosure, I'm a big fan of Kristen Wiig. I don't like most of the movies that she's in, but she is always a great actress. So she's the lead of the movie, the protagonist of the movie, and she does a very good job with the role that she was given. So I have nothing to say about Kristen Wiig. She is freaking hilarious. I just love the way she falls all over herself for Chris Hemsworth's character. It's hilarious.
Here is your coffee, Abby.
Thank you. Did you get sugar in it this time?
I hate coffee. Yeah, the sugar's in it.
Sugar's in it.
I'll take it. Waste.
Can we just pretend that didn't happen, please?
All right, well, what do you think?
You know what? I just can't watch that.
And then we have McKinnon. So McKinnon, it looks like they gave her a script of dialogue and told her what to do and have fun with it. And she definitely looks like she's having fun in the movie. I very much enjoyed watching her performance as well. Very quirky because, you know, she is a techie. She is a engineer, mechanist, and things like this. So her character very much resonated with the role she was playing. So she was a perfect fit for that character. Then we have Leslie Jones. So she was what I would call a filler character. Some people might consider her a token character of the movie, because the original had a black actor part of the cast. So her role feels more like she was there as a reaction to the rest of the cast members. So she's always playing off of what all the other characters are doing and the situation, and a lot of exposition, dialogue. She was a little bit annoying, but nothing that you can't look over. Now, getting to the Melissa McCarthy character. I don't know what it is with Melissa McCarthy. She was great when she was doing the whole Trump stuff, where she was playing his correspondent. What was his name? That was the best role she ever spent. No, not Mike's. Whatever. That was the best role she ever had. She killed it with that portrayal. So, but I don't know what it is. In all the Netflix movies, there's literally no difference in the characters that she plays. If you look at her in Thunder Force, it's the exact same character that she's playing in this one. Thunder Force, I think Netflix blocked it because the production studio blocked it actually. So I'm not sure if that movie review is still available. If it is, I'll link it in the end, because that movie too has some good points. Mainly the characters, the villains. The villains were the best part of Thunder Force. The king doesn't lose. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. So yeah, McCarthy is always playing the same character. And it seems like they tell her, this is the scene, say and do whatever you want. And that's exactly what she does in this movie. And to me, she kind of is the reason why the movie sucked. There's not a single minute in the movie that does not have comedy. So there's always a point in the movie where there's a joke. And just like when you have too much action in a movie, non-stop action, you, as cool as it all looks and as funny as the lines could be, it's oversaturation, and your audience becomes used to it, and they'll react one of two ways. One, they'll stop laughing because they become immune to the jokes, or two, they're going to be annoyed with the non-stop jokes. One of the best examples I can give, Anchorman 1, modern day comedy, masterpiece. One of the best comedies I've seen, modern comedies I've seen in a long time. I might do a movie review of that. I have it on Blu-ray, but it was the best comedy movie I've seen in our times. The sequel, complete garbage. After 30 minutes of non-stop stupid jokes, just like Ghostbusters 2016, it killed the movie. So for me, the non-stop chit-chat and dialogue, especially coming from McCarthy, like if she's looking over here, there's lines where she's like, oh, I'm gonna look the other direction now. You don't need to say that, just freaking do it. But the movie can't have a single second of silence. And that really, really is annoying, especially when all your lines are stupid jokes. To me, that's the main crux of the movie. That's the main thing that killed the movie. Now, people also complained about Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray portrayal of their characters in the movie. So one, again, these people don't exist in this universe. They have nothing to do with the Ghostbusters. But the stupid thing, the Aykroyd character, he's a write-off. But the really dumb thing that I didn't like with the Bill Murray character was how stupid he actually was. So there is the scene where, you know, they're in the theater, the concert, and that's where we have the biggest reveal of, you know, ghosts and demons and stuff like that on Earth.
We put a ghost in a box!
So the girls bust the ghosts and the demons. They step out of the theater and they're met with a reporter.
Listen, we're scientists. We're here for the unanswerable questions and really to pursue truth.
We're the Ghostbusters!
Nope.
So they're on the news. Millions of people saw it. Yet, the Bill Murray character still calls them frauds and doesn't believe that they busted any ghosts.
Why are you pretending to catch ghosts?
Even though there's video footage of it actually happening, he still says, no, that didn't happen.
Excuse me, why are you doing this?
Because he doesn't believe us.
Oh, God, you two are something. Atta girl!
So it could be a stupidity in the editing where that scene was supposed to come earlier, but placing it where it is just makes the character look really stupid and pointless. So then Bill Murray also gets accidentally flung out the window.
Casper? Oh, man.
Hey, that man went out the wrong door.
Meeting, of course, his demise. So people didn't like that because, oh, I can't believe it, they killed off one of the iconic characters of the franchise. Of the previous franchise, right? Keep in mind, it's the previous franchise. He is not the Ghostbuster in this movie. Keep that in mind. So scratch that part. But also keep in mind, Bill Murray, in case this movie was a success, he wanted nothing to do with it. So he wanted his character to be written off. So how are we going to write him off? Best way, easiest way, kill him. The way they did it, of course, was stupid because his whole premise in the movie was stupid. Yeah, I know I didn't really talk much about the movie, but I do want to, now that you guys heard my opinions and how I reviewed this movie without bias, I would strongly recommend you guys watching the movie before it gets removed from Netflix, because it really is not a woke movie. If you want to see a great example of what woke is, watch the Batgirl or Batwoman show. Watch the horrible Star Trek shows, the one with Picard and the other one with Sasha from what's it called, The Walking Dead. Those are terribly woke shows and movies to watch. There was not a single dialogue in the movie that alluded to, oh, we're better Ghostbusters because we're women. Not a single line like that to be found throughout the movie. None of the women in the movie are great because they are women. Nothing alluding to that. It was just a movie. Now, how the movie was handled post-release and leading up to release, that is a different story. That I found was completely stupid and turned off everybody from this movie. This movie could have been a lot more successful if the stupid actors, as always, if the stupid actors kept their stupid mouths shut. The movie would have done a lot better. So if you guys liked my sort of movie review of Ghostbusters, please let me know in the comments. Please leave a like. I thank you very much for giving me about 15-20 minutes of your time. Hopefully it was not wasted. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to have access to more videos. I hate asking this, but if you guys really enjoyed my personality and the things that I've done in the past, including this video, I hate asking this, but because YouTube does not recommend my videos to anybody, look at my previous video that's going to explain why so few views and things like this. I would very much recommend that you guys turn on your notifications, because I'm always trying to do the best videos that I can come up with, even the video game videos, the photo mode stuff, and my shorts. I always put a lot of time and energy to making every second of the video as entertaining as possible. So please subscribe and turn on your notifications to come back for more of my videos. Thank you for watching. Jigga out. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out one of these videos. Thanks.